My name is Leniqua'dominique Jenkins. Leniqua'dominique is one first name. I always differentiate that because I believe in showing up honestly and authentically, and that starts with having folks say your name and or your pronouns. So Leniqua'dominique is one first name. It will be the longest name on the ballot. Number three, vote for me. Our election cycle has a lot of options. There are lots of things that delineate me drastically from all of the other candidates. So, although I've been an ANC commissioner, I've worked for former and current council members, I have been a columnist in the paper, writing stories that focused on east of the river. I'm a super aunt to eight amazing nieces and nephews. I'm also a social entrepreneur. I've owned and operated businesses in DC, Maryland, and Virginia for over a decade, and even a school and an orphanage in East Africa. My office actually used to be on the Hill. But what really, really sets me apart is like my heart for community and bringing people into legislation and policy, and also a record of doing the work and understanding the systems and changing people's lives in real time without having to in my own personal my own personal capacity. I'm not really sure where I've been in forums with other candidates, and there is some alignment. Like we all agree that mental health is important, crime needs to be addressed. But I think the path to getting there is what sets us apart. And my execution to getting us moving forward is very different and very fresh. And also the experience and the record of doing it. Actually wading through those possibilities right now. I've always been the type of personality and the heart to actually work collaboratively. So I'm open to working with anyone. I feel that the at-large race is very unpredictable from a data perspective in terms of who has a head start and who doesn't. I feel very confident about my race. I feel like I've been connecting with a lot of voters, not just on the campaign trail, but leading up to this moment. I've done work throughout the entire city for over a decade. I served a term as a commissioner. I've been doing a lot of environmental justice work throughout the entire city, educating neighbors about food insecurity, not just east of the river, but issues that are happening on a macro level east of the river that are impacting various parts of the city on a micro or macro level, and sworn testimony. Like I've been doing the work for so long, I'm open to collaboration. I'm open to um, rank choicing and doing collaborations. I'm just not really sure where the vision and the heart actually align because the candidates are so different. Some of the things that I'm very passionate about, and folks can learn more about this at votejenkins4dc.com, is actually my three E's. So they can go in any random order, so don't be married to the order. Just remember the three E's. So the first one is environmental justice, keeping DC greener, cleaner, creating green jobs, supporting the bottle bill. The second is equity, making sure that DC government is working the same for everyone, no matter where they live or where they stay. The way the government works for you should not be based on your proximity to the capital. And the last one is education, something I'm very, very passionate about as a former kindergarten teacher, working in the classroom, and children's book author, making sure that little scholars, independent of where they live, are able to read on third grade as a strong indicator for success and academic outcomes. So, those are three key pieces that I would love to work aggressively on day one that would have real impact in folks' lives. Another thing that I would love to highlight is that I'm the only candidate that has a platform dedicated to caregiving. And I think that oftentimes folks focus on caregiving as something specific to people that are 60 and over, like geriatric age. And that's not the case. Caregiving is very deep, it's very wide, and it's not exclusive to an age. For example, I take care of little ones. that are my nieces and nephews, and I am supporting an aging parent. My mom is 100% disabled. Language is constantly evolving. My lived experience is now defined as the sandwich generation. Our legislation needs to reflect our lived experience. It needs to have emotional data, and it needs to be impactful in changing the lives in positive directions. So, making sure that we're expanding paid family leave, making sure that we are having caregiver support, making sure that we have outfits that regulate and watch home healthcare agencies so that our most vulnerable possession, which is our families and our loved ones, are not compromised or receiving bad treatment. Um, that's something that I'm very, very passionate about. One of the things that I actually proposed as a piece of legislation, which points me back to the question, is a dashboard where all of our senior caregiving information is in one place, often looking for care, looking for hospice support, looking for hospice support, looking for caregivers, professional assistance is a labyrinth. It can be overwhelming. It's something that you don't necessarily think about until you're in it. Having a dashboard with all of our senior care services, all of our care professional information in one place with a rating comparable to Yelp, or a star system. 1 star for poor treatment, 5 stars for excellent treatment would be a great start to help folks navigate care in the District of Columbia, particularly if they're receiving government funding.